Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back again to the channel, back with some latest stories making the rounds right at this moment. So Ademola Lookman is still waiting for a club to swoop in and save him from this whole situation with Atalanta. And right now it seems that there are a number of club sides in the EPL who have now joined in the race to sign Ademola Lookman. Initially, we know about Arsenal, who, of course, have some sort of interest for Ademola Lookman. It's not their priority signing. They said it time and again that Iberichi Eze of Crystal Palace is their primary target. But in the event they cannot get him, Ademola Lookman is also a good option for them. But right now, Tottenham and Aston Villa have reportedly joined in the chase to sign Ademola Lookman. They've made an inquiry about the possibility, and Atlanta, as they've always maintained, they've told these parties that the money to pay is 50 million euros, and that they are not willing to reduce any dime from it. But it's still in the early stages. Tottenham, particularly, are really interested in this deal because they want to replace some Ming, who left the club to join the USA MLS League. So they look at him as an already made like for like replacement for Son, who has left a really huge vacuum. And aside from Son as well, they have uh, one of their players who has gone to a long time injury with an ACL. That's Madison. So they'll be looking to add in more firepower in their attacking areas, which is why Lookman is a really good alternative. And I mean, this is definitely some positive, of course, because Lookman really wants this to be sorted out. It's been more than a week now since he has not joined the training of Atalanta, and Atlanta are saying that this is something that will not go unpunished. They are already planning some kind of punishment for him, whether it be reducing his salary for that 1 week plus that he failed to come to the training, or give him some sort of a disciplinary measure outside of salary reduction. But as it stands now, we'll see what happens. Ademola Lookman have also faced a lot of criticisms from some top ex internationals. One of such people is the former Napoli and West Ham player Paolo Di Canio, who has now come out to throw some jabs at Ademola Lookman, saying that nobody knows Lookman in the Premier League. That why should Atlanta expect club side to pay up to 50 million euros when he's relatively unknown in that league? And he has even gone further to criticize Ademola Lookman, decision to not join training for up to a week now. They call that a really bad attitude, and that Ademola Lookman shouldn't be doing something like that. For a player of his integrity, he should show more professionalism. That is what Paulo Di Canio has said, and he said in his word in the Premier League, they don't even really know who Lookman is. Asking 50 million euros for him is over the top, but Atlanta are just doing their job. The player, on the other hand, is behaving badly. You have to train with your team, even if you want to leave. Show some integrity and be professional. The Pakasi family have done very well so far not to give in to his show of force. That is what the Napoli legend Di Canio has said, and I don't quite agree with everything that he has said. You cannot tell me that Ademola Lookman is not known in EPL, which is actually the league that he has played for several years with multiple clubs, Leicester, Everton, uh, Charlton. The list goes on and on. He has played there. It's done fantastically there, even when these clubs that he joined were underperforming. He showed his quality, although he didn't really attain his height in the EPL. But you cannot tell me that you don't know Ademola Lookman in the EPL. But that's just his thought about it. There's also some thoughts coming in from former Super Eagles striker Yakubu Ayegbeni, who has uh, swooped in to talk about Ademola Lookman's situation. For him, he says he feels really sorry for Lookman and what he's going through at Atalanta at this point. And Yakubu says that part of the reasons why Ademola Lookman finds himself in this situation is because he probably doesn't have good advisors or good people around him. Good group of friends and professionals who can advise him on the right things to do. Yakubu believes that Ademola Lookman trying to boycott training and force a move is not quite the best attitude to exhibit when you want to exit a club. He believes that it's always good to exit in a very amicable way, when everybody is happy, and that there's a kind of way he could have done it to not exacerbate the whole thing. That is part of the feelings that Yakubu has now expressed. And he said, I'm sorry for what Ademola Lookman is going through right now. That's why I always encourage players to surround themselves with strong personalities who can handle dedicated uh, the negotiations. Modric Pinnick would have done a good job, or even uh, guys Mendieta. These are people who have experience and a reputation for getting things done the right way. I see Pinnick as my second father. I remember when I had an offer from a club in Qatar, and he advised me not to rush because I was close to becoming a British citizen. That decision kept me in England, and later I got a better deal from China. Today I'm a British citizen, and that moment defined my future. Players need to work with people who will protect their interests and help them progress, not just chase short term gains. So that's what legendary Yakubu has now said, and from his statement, you can deduce that he is blaming Ademola Lookman, as I said, by not surrounding himself with people who can give him good advice, good, honest advice about his future. He feels that Lookman's push to join Inter is fraud by, the potential to earn higher salary, and Yakubu doesn't feel that's the best way to go about it. He feels that if Lookman can be more patient with Atlanta, maybe 1 or 2 seasons, he he has a chance to not only cement his legendary status at the club, because obviously he's done more than enough to be a legend. But if he lives in a way like this that unsettles things, that makes the fans feel like he's a traitor, then that legendary status you know, might not be attained, or he might not be regarded as a legend in the club by the fans. I think this is what Yakubu is trying to say about this situation. But leave your reactions, guys. What do you think about these statements from Yakubu and Paolo Di Canio of Napoli?